Hi everyone, and today I'm talking about the new Synco G1Pro. So I was first introduced to the Synco brand about 2 years ago, and back then I had this microphone, the G1 and G2, and today I've still used the G2 occasionally, and you're seeing both of them clipped here, the G1Pro and the G2. What is the G1 G2? This is basically a wireless left microphone pair. It can be 2 transmitter or 1 transmitter to 1 receiver, and it utilizes the 2.4 GHz range. And what you can see here in my hands is exactly the transmitter. The G1 difference with the G2 is that this one doesn't have an LCD display. Okay, so first things first, when you look at it, the packaging. This is the original Synco G2 and this is the G1Pro. You can see that it's a lot smaller, it's more compact. And the next difference is that this is not only a holding case, it's a charging case. So much like other brands, they have now made this into a charging case. And on the physical G1Pro, you can see some contact pins at the end. So once you plug it in, it magnetically attaches and it starts charging. And it goes up to 8 hours, so that's pretty handy. And other than that, yeah, you can still charge directly via a USB-C cable, or you can just put it in a handy case and it lasts up to 8 hours. Now the next improvement is what matters to me is basically the audio quality. So my original gripe with the G1 or G2 are the same. The clarity is not as good as what I use, let's say the Rode Go, which was the benchmark that started all these kind of microphones. My test, 1, 2, 3, my test, 1, 2, 3, my test, 1, 2, 3, now it's right in front of the mouth. My test, 1, 2, 3, my test, 1, 2, 3, my test, 1, 2, 3, now it's right in front of the mouth. And the Rode Go is actually pretty good in terms of sound. But now, with this G1 Pro, I think they have got on par. The clarity is a lot better now. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Right, now I'm gonna let you guys listen to the noise reduction turn on. Okay, so now I've got the noise reduction turn on. My voice should sound a lot obvious. And what this does is it takes down 6 dBs of the ambient noise. For me, I would find this sometimes a bit too aggressive, especially if I have the dead cat on. It makes the sound a bit muffled, and I don't like that. So I prefer not to turn it on and use it in post. So my suggestion for Synco is, if possible, maybe with the G2 Pro that may be coming, give us an option for -3 and -6 dBs, so I can choose the aggressiveness. For me right now, sometimes it can be a bit aggressive. So now I'm gonna keep quiet and let you guys hear the ambient sound with and without the noise reduction. Okay, so that's for the noise reduction. And the next thing is that what I felt was already the greatest pro of the Synco system is the wireless range. In the many times I've used it, even overseas in America, Thailand and Singapore, I found the reliability very, very good. The connection doesn't break and you don't hear disruptions easily. But what they've done is that they now claim that they've improved it and it can go up to 200 meters. So let's take a look at the mic test. I'm just gonna take about 100 over meters. I have no idea what's going on because I'm just like walking away. It's good. It's line of sight. I can still see my camera. It's still there. Do you hear me? Alright, I can see my camera now. Testing 1, 2, 3. Are you guys still there with me? Testing 1, 2, 3. I'm on a manual. Okay, so that was it. I don't know what's the distance, but I'm sure it was more than 100 meters. What I say for me, this doesn't really matter so much because my kind of application is that if I'm really doing a reality show, I will probably use a UHF system and not rely on 2.4G. But for my kind of applications in close range, a few meters away, this is more than enough. And the last feature I'll say is that this USB-C port now outputs a digital signal. So you can actually plug this directly to your mobile phone with the right cable, which is not included. Or you can plug it straight to your computer and record directly in the NLE. And yeah, so these are the 4 key improvements. The only thing that I really I would say dislike is the dead cat is still the same design. It's just plug in and it falls out really easily. I wish they had just upgraded the design to have a twist lock instead. Yeah, so that's my main pain. In conclusion, the Synco G1Pro is the most compelling budget wireless left system in the market. I've compared it with the recently launched Rodney. It's half the price. I've compared it with Holyland, Ceremonic. This is still the most affordable. Given that they throw in everything that you need, I think if you're looking for a value for money product with little problems or even no problems, you definitely have to consider this one. Yeah, that dead cat falling off issue is something you do have to take note of, which is why I'm showing this last segment with the included left. It actually sounds quite decent, right? So as long as you are aware of the shortcoming, I think it's definitely something worth considering. So I hope this has been useful. Till the next time, bye bye.